Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Hearthstone deck spotlight. My name is Tommy Wave, and today we'll be taking a look at GamerPanda's Tempo Rogue with a little bit of a splash of Spirit of the Shark in here. Tempo Rogue has been one of my favorite decks, I would say, to come out of the last couple of expansions. It always feels good to be playing Faldori, Striders, getting some progressive value, and I think what's been happening over the last couple of particularly the most recent expansion, Rastakhan's Rumble, with the evolution of Myra's Unstable Element being this awesome, fantastic finishing move. Unfortunately, we have just had the most recent patch, and Cold Blood did get nerfed. Cold Blood now costs 2 mana. Where are we? Oh, I don't have any because I disenchanted them all. But Cold Blood now costs 2 mana up from 1. So GamerPanda mentions that obviously you can't be including Cold Blood in your deck alongside Prince Keleseth anymore. So they've gone for a bit of a different package here. They've gone for a Captain Hooktusk package to kind of help supplement the power level of the deck. This is something that we experimented pretty early on with the expansion, and it felt okay. It just requires some different deck construction. You know, you can't include cards like Southsea Deckhand very well if you plan on including getting the most value out of your Captain Hooktusk. But it also does synergize quite well with Spirit of the Shark. We can get even more pirates. It's a very high value play if you manage to do that. You can actually rip all the pirates out of your deck. Well, not all of them, because you have the Spirit of the Shark in play. But I kind of like it. So we can use this to get Cursed Castaways, obviously the best pirate that you can get, because it has Rush, can have immediate impact on board. We've got some Ticket Scalpers in here. It's just a fantastic body. Most pirates are quite small. And we can buff those up with our South Sea Captains as well. So just the 6 pirates, I think that's probably the way to go. But other than that, yeah, just very typical Tempo Rogue stuff. Lots of battle cries to go with the Spirit of the Shark, these Fungal Mancers, you know, SI7s, Edwin Van Cleef, even Keleseth himself. Get those +2/+2s. But other than that, I'm really excited to be playing this. I also am really excited to let everyone know that I am I do have the Mark of Corruption. Blizzard ANZ was kind enough to give me the Mark of Corruption. So all the games today, we're going to be corrupting the North American ladder. We're going to be spreading that card back to everyone that we play. So hopefully they like it, but if they don't, too bad. They're going to get it anyway. That's just how these curses work. But yeah, without further ado, let's jump into some games. Alright, we are here up against the Shaman. I think we want to send all of these back. We want to give ourselves as many shots at hitting the Keleseth. If not, maybe that Firefly. It is kind of tempting to keep the South Sea deck Captain. Yeah, it's pretty close, but I'm going to be aggressive on the mulligan here. I'm going to send everything back, try and find our higher impact cards in that early game. And we did hit a Tar Creeper. Tar Creeper probably a better 3-drop than the South Sea Captain. Morning people are fake. That's a big statement. Big statement. By the way, oh no, our opponent already has the Hakar card back. We cannot spread corruption to this person. I don't know if morning people are fake. I think that's a bold statement. Just dagger up here. We'll save this Firefly to maybe combo with a Vile Spine or something like that. Saint Akira, Thomas, you've been corrupted? Yes, we've been corrupted. I'm out here spreading that corruption love to the North American ladder. Reasons I didn't get the notification went live. Only just went live a couple of minutes ago, so don't got to worry about that. Spread the snake god's poison. So this is the thing. Is Hakar a snake? Is it a snake with wings? I think that's like there is little time. That is not a trope, but like there is a god out there that has. Is this not turned on? What? What? What is happening?
That was a mistake.
It sure was, friend.
Here we go.
kind of use our dagger while we get an opportunity. But yeah, there is like there are gods out there that are like supposed to be snakes or snake-looking with the wings of a bird. Reasons. How's everyone doing today? Doing fantastic, fantastic. We've had a long break. So for those of you who aren't aware, we were at the Magic Fest Sydney over the weekend, so that's why we missed a couple of streams. Kind of want to get this Spirit of the Shark down, but we actually don't have too much to go with it. I mean, we can double our Leroy battle cry, which seems, I guess we're not really doing anything else. But yeah, so we were at Magic Fest Sydney over the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I was working that event, and it was really, really fun. It was great to catch up with everyone in the Magic community. It was a pretty small event, unfortunately. Unfortunately for the event organisers and things like that, but it was nice. Ooh. Unfortunately, this one's not panning out too well for us. We will take out one of these, just so they can't naturally attack into our Spirit of the Shark. I think I'll just save one of these Flame Elementals. He still has Flame Tongue in deck? Oh my gosh, that's true. Oh, so they've queued up with an even Shaman and still had the Flame Tongue in the deck? How did they get the card back then? I guess they just didn't pay attention to the notes before playing a game. Oh, that's okay. Unfortunately, our totem just died. Do we want to get the Cursed Castaway going, or do we want to Elven Minstrel? I think we'll Elven Minstrel.
There once was a man from
Depending on what we get, I might even Shadow Step this. Yeah, we'll Shadow Step it. So this is the real test for this deck, and I guess for ourselves. If we can't beat an even Shaman that does not have their does not have the even still happening in their deck, the uneven Shaman, as it were. This is like a pretty might be a budget list here. It's slightly awkward that we can't enable this. I guess we can just go for Ziliax, Trade, and Elven Minstrel.
Unity. Precision. Primitive.
Yes, our poor opponent. So yeah, the Magic Fest was really, really enjoyable. I think that's... I think I've talked about this before the last time we went to a big Magic event, but that's something that is unfortunately lacking from the Hearthstone community, is large open events where you really get to meet your local community. I think anyone who's been to... I think most people who have been to a Fireside gathering will tell you just how fun they can be. Can we finally kill this? Can we finally activate this Vile Spine? I guess not. We do have Captain Hook Tusk. Do we go Hook Tusking? Yeah, let's take a look. She never fights fair.
Here we go.
Yeah, I'll take 2 cards. Now, do we want to trade the Cursed Castaway?
Too soon.
Let me go home! Let me go home!
I think so. Is there a way for us to play around Not Volcano or Lightning Storm, but is there another board clear we could be playing around? Still playing Quest Paladin post-nerf. I mean, the equality nerf is... in some matchups, I think the equality nerf is not super relevant. In quicker matchups where you really need to pyro equality on 4, of course it's going to be relevant. What do we do here? Maybe Spirit Fungalmancer? I think we just go face as well.
Let me go home! No refunds!
Big face bash. I still play Spiteful Priest. What is meta? I think... Wow, that's pretty good actually. Agatha. Even kills the spirit.
Truth is found in death.
There once was a man from Gilneas.
Welcome to my world.
There we go. Veldora Strider should help us pull out of this one. I played Spiteful Warlock of all things this afternoon against one. I mean, Spiteful Warlock, we played that for a little bit and it was actually kind of surprising how good it was. Because it was a deck that, like, it had Keleseth in it, but it was using Twisting Nether as its spell. So it's real weird to have a deck with like 25, 26 creatures and also the spell that says destroy all creatures. So this is 5, puts our opponent to 9. We have Leroy, which puts our opponent to 3, and we have Fungalmancer, which puts our opponent to dead. Unless we goofed the math, but we didn't. Well, there you go. That surely shows you how powerful this deck is, that we were able to defeat an even Shaman, whilst they did not have their Gen Greymane online. So, GG's, well played to our opponent. I think the only thing they lost was that it was clear that they didn't read the patch notes. Anyway, hopefully they read them now. Alright, here we are with GamerPanda's Tempo Rogue up against Druid. I think we'll send these 3 back. I'm pretty tempted to kick back this Backstab as well up against a Druid. I don't think there's a lot of early game Druids kicking around, at least that I've seen. And we have had a week off, so we could be wrong. I think I am going to kick it back. Give me that Keleseth. Our opponent is not corrupted. Prepare to be duck. But yeah, so up at the Magic Fest, as Saint Akira was saying, yes, Blister Guy was there. I'm really happy that Ray was there as well, because he's been a massive part of the Magic community for a long, long time, doing coverage for basically every major event that I've ever been to. Ray has been there doing coverage, so it was fantastic to have him there. Oof, what is this draw? Isn't this what we were kind of talking about with some of the Tempo Rogues out there? Admittedly, those Tempo Rogues weren't playing, I think, as many Backstabs or Shadow Steps, but you can just get draws where your combos are never online. But yeah, Ray's been a big part of Magic community, doing commentary, doing coverage and things like that. But unfortunately, as of recently, a bit of drama within the Magic community, as I'm sure many of you have heard about. But Wizards of the Coast stopped, just didn't have coverage for one of the most recent events, and then everyone's kind of freaking out that that might be a permanent thing. And thankfully it was not. As Channel Fireball events stepped in, got Ray down there. So he had coverage. This is a bit of a tricky one here. Do we maybe coin out the shark and then go for potentially an SI7, but then we don't have the coin?
I wonder.
Let's see what this does. Yes, reasons. How do you get the card back? All you have to do is play someone who has the Mark of Hakkar card back. So we were chosen to receive the mark. So we're doing our due diligence and jumping on the ladder, trying to spread the love, as it were. You know what the Mark of Hakkar is? The Mark of Hakkar is positivity. We're spreading that positivity all throughout the Hearthstone ladder. As much as they don't want it, we're definitely going to give it to them. This is actually pretty good. Lets us backstab and then SI7. Now, I believe this will trigger twice, because it just copies the effect. Yeah. So, not the best, but not exactly the worst. Hopefully next turn our opponent just deploys some kind of large golem of some kind. Ferocious Howl. Because if we can't get value off of these Vile Spine Slayers anytime soon, it's gonna be tough. Uh-oh. We're not looking good here, friends. Ooh, Elven Minstrel to save the day. Does cost us an SI7, but it's definitely worth it. I think I'm going to Shadow Step. So I'm trying to build a weapon shaman with Doom Hammer and Hench Clan Thug. I just got the idea while playing Tespionage. Check out the Burn Shaman lists that we've played in the past, because Burn Shaman is possibly the best Doom Hammer deck around. And I think Hench Clan Thug could maybe make an appearance in that deck. Are you playing anything else other than Doomhammer? Like, are you playing Lickum? Because that could be an interesting, like, kind of Overload Burn Shaman, like, synergy point of, like, Lickum and Doomhammer with Hench Clan.
There once was a man from Gilneas.
I'm gonna actually save both of these Fireflies for both of these Vile Spines.
Here we go.
It's the mark of positivity that makes blood pour right out of your eyes sometimes. Yeah. Yeah. That's what positivity does sometimes. Sometimes you gaze upon another human being and you love them so much that your eyes just bleed, wings start popping out of your back, start getting weird talon things. Opponent here, looking to be on Mechathune or some kind of combination deck. Wah, 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 wah. I don't know where that sub notification is. Thank you, Streamlabs. But Nord, thank you.
LMAO what? I thought I already shared it. Ha ha ha. Oh well. Hey Tommy, love you. Tommy W2WAVY.
Thank you, Nord.
Tommy W2WAVY. Tommy W2WAVY. Tommy W2WAVY.
Thank you, Nord. See, that's the power of positivity. Sometimes He just comes in, and your ears just start bleeding as well. Those gosh darn emotes. Alright, let's get this Hook Tusk out here. Alright. How do we want to do this? I think we will trade here. I'll actually dagger this down. Dagger back up. Thank you, Nord, for the sub. I don't know where that sub notification was, but I love you a lot. I love you too. I love you till my eyes bleed. But yeah, I think it was because of the change to the sub counter. I think that was that's this month, so they're changing the like the number of months you've subbed is now not like, it's not like a running total, it's just a total. So if you miss a month next month and then come back a month later and sub, it won't be you've subbed for 1 month, it's you'll be subbed for 7. Unfortunately, part of that means I think people can share their notification with you twice this month. So yeah, it might pop up, you might not know why it's there. But also some people use it for more nefarious deeds.
Time waits for no one.
But yes, don't feel bad. I appreciate the love, even if it did come in a very long form. Ooh, okay.
My hand is too full.
I think I might just go for both of these Faldori Striders. At least for one.
Welcome to my land.
Go for a tempo kind of Vile Spine here.
Scurvy.
Refund.
Here we go.
Main thing I'm scared of here is just that is a lot of health, and that is not a lot of cards. So we might just be a little bit behind the 8 ball. As much as Captain Hooktusk really helped us get on the ball. Just glad to be here. Nord, I'm also glad that you're here. You don't get to make it every day, but when you do, you certainly light up my life.
I wonder.
Unfortunately, so we can go like attack, Spirit of the Shark, Shadow Step, Fungal Mancer. Gives us a full board though, which is not exactly the greatest thing.
You soon.
Mushroom power.
The other disadvantage of this is it fills up our board, and given that we have a bunch of Faldori Strider spiders in here, it's not the greatest thing. We also could have gone for the Shadow Step on perhaps one of the stronger minions that has a bit more utility. Like we could have Shadow Stepped this Faldori Strider to get some more boys in our deck. We could have also used the Fungal Mancer to buff the Spirit of the Shark, so it's not so much of a useless minion. Is that going to kill our Fungal Mancer?
I got the best deals anywhere.
Let's have the best deals anywhere.
I'm almost out of cards.
Fortunately, I think we have lethal on play.
I can see.
Ooh, that was a tight one. Definitely a lot closer than it seemed. Even though we had a massive amount of board presence, it seemed like our opponent was not really doing too much. I imagine we were probably dead next turn. So well played to our opponent. Hope they enjoy getting corrupted with that positivity. We'll be on to the next one. Okay, here we are. We face Mechajiraxis with the Tempo Rogue. I think once again we'll send everything back here. Nice aggressive mulligan. Really looking for that turn 2 Keleseth. Yeah, not that there's a lot of people doing coverage, but still, it always sucks when, you know, members of the community like that you know, kind of told that they don't have a job anymore. And especially because a lot of those people, we saw a lot of posts coming out, you know, of Magic veterans and things like that saying, oh, this person's been working, you know, with us for 20 years and, you know, they take the best photos and they're irreplaceable. Okay, looking pretty, not exactly 100% Zooish here, but interesting that our opponent felt the need to kind of assert themselves on the board here. It's crazy, my brother and I just started getting into Magic. Ah, what, I don't want to say provoked, but what, why'd you get into Magic? Why now? What happened recently that piqued your interest in Magic? Do it for exposure. I mean, it's good that they, for a very long time, have been paying people to do that stuff. So we get some options here in that we can go either like Flame Elemental SI to kill the Vulgar Homunculus. We could go for a longer gameplay with Faldorei Strider. It's not...
Winter is here.
That's... no Wind Fury, but that's very threatening. I think I'll just go for the Faldorei Strider here.
Welcome to my web.
Here we go.
Ah, we played Yu-Gi-Oh, but it's in a super stale state right now. Super stale
This
state.
jungle hides many secrets.
What is this deck? Elise, Corpse Taker. I mean, kind of seems like even Warlock, but then there's an Elise in here, and it's not even. Guess it's maybe just control. Wow, our Spirit of the Shark is still alive. It sucks to use this Flame Elemental right now, because it...
This guy's toast.
is our only combo.
Here we go.
We might just be dead, honestly, if our opponent has double Hellfire. Yeah, bit of an awkward start, unfortunately. You know, maybe if we... Ugh, yuck. If we draw Ziliax, I think that's probably the best draw. Nope.
Desperate seas
Let me go home!
See if our opponent has the other Hellfire. It sucks that it really sucks when a game that you like, that you love, kind of gets into a stale point. They did have the other Hellfire. Was that Hellfire off the top?
well played.
GG's. So as you can kind of see there, one of the unfortunate parts of playing a deck that only has 2 Fireflies and 1 Keleseth as your only 1 and 2 drops is that sometimes you do get really bad starts, and that even our opponent didn't have necessarily the most aggressive draw. You know, they didn't even have a creature on 3. They were still able to just put so much pressure on us, and they made an excellent choice there of choosing to kind of go face rather than to kind of trade on board and things like that. So really well played by our opponent. Here's the deck, GamerPanda's Tempo Rogue. There's definitely some stuff to like, though, like I said, I still think that these kind of decks have those just unfortunate draws where you just really can't compete, and I don't like that in combination with Spirit of the Shark. Spirit of the Shark is a card that probably needs you to be on board and be protecting it in order for it to gain maximum value. So whilst I think the Spirit of the Shark is cute, whilst I think it can have some massive upside potential, I think it might be a bit too much for this kind of deck. And I think if you were going to jump onto ladder and you wanted something a bit more consistent, I think the first thing I would do is cut these Spirit of the Sharks, possibly for some extra 1-drops. Maybe I'd try out Saronite Chainmaster, Saronite friend, Saronite 2/3. What's it called? Saronite Taskmaster, Chainmaster. That's exactly what I said. I'd maybe want to try out that. Just more cards to help us be on the board early, especially if we want to move away from that Myra's Unstable Element, Cold Blood, South Sea Deckhand style of play. But regardless, big shout out to GamerPanda for the deck. If you are watching on YouTube, of course, all the links are in the description below. You can jump over to the Hearthstone deck article, check it out, give the deck a +1, leave a lovely thoughtful comment, as I know you will. My name has been Tommy Wave. The best place to catch me is on Twitter at Tommy_Wave. And until next time, stay safe, stay wavy, eat the rich, and corrupt everyone. Bye. I hope you enjoyed that video. Check out other ones over here, or come subscribe to the Wave Pool for more excellent times.